We are FPLM in Nepal, and we have come up with another FPLMN show for episode 5. Uh, we have our lead sponsor, Inira Diamonds, and then we have our healthcare partner as Mero Doctor. Then we have our hospitality partner as Park Safari and Hotel Kaushi. Then we have celebration partners Nitish, and we are up and excited. आजको हाम्रो यो शोको लागि वेलकम छ रतीशलाई.
Thank you, Prashant.
So
Excited to be part of FPLMN.
so yeah, let's go with our FPL sweet memories. You've been a veteran, because let me tell all of our viewers, Ratish Shrestha, we have been playing multiple leagues together, and he has his own COT as well, so he's a veteran. So, usko finisher हेर्दाखेरि पनि we can see that you have had 4K finish, Ratish. How do you feel about the whole journey up until now? कस्तो भन न.
I think initially start गर्दाखेरि त just as हुन्छ नि फुटबलमा इन्ट्रेस्टेड थिएँ सो FPL पनि रमाइलो हुन्छ नि स्टार्ट गरेँ बिस्तारै अलि FPLमा एडिक्ट हुन थालेँ अनि त्यस्तै डेटा एनालिटिक्सहरू युज गर्दै गएपछि चाहिँ अलि राम्रो हुँदैन बट देन आई वुड से आई एम just average player who loves to play FPL.
Okay, तिमीले डेटाको कुरा गर्यो हैन in regards to how important has it become अहिले चाहिँ to be current with the datas अनि so many of the information and resources about FPL हैन it has been changing a lot हैन.
डेफिनेटली डेटा युज गर्ने भन्दैमा हामीले ट्रान्सफर गर्ने बेला कसको धेरै पोइन्ट्स छ त्यो मात्र होइन कि जस्तै एक्सपेक्टेड गोल्सहरू हेर्ने कि एक्सपेक्टेड त्यो गोल्स कन्सिडर्ड हेर्ने हो कि प्लस गेम पनि हेर्नु उत्तिकै इम्पोर्टेन्ट हुन्छ कि को प्लेयर बढी इन्भल्भ भइरहेको छ त्यो जस्ट कम्बिनेसन अफ हुन्छ नि डेटा अनि गेम इट्सेल्फ आई थिङ्क त्यो बोथ कम्बिनेसन हेरेर ट्रान्सफरहरू त्यही अनुसारले स्ट्राटेजी बनाउनु आई थिङ्क द्याट्स रियली इम्पोर्टेन्ट नट जस्ट फर वान गेमिङ बट फर लङ टर्म 3 games, 5 games, stay on Charlie.
Lovely. So yeah, that's Ratish. He has been finishing his every score is above 2000. I'm supposed to have a dream to do that, and he has achieved. And Ratish, he is an excellent FPL player. Right. Let's move on to our next segment. We'll check with the top transfers this week, man. So the players Haaland आएको छ अनि after that hat trick and त्यसपछि Luis Diaz he performed really well. He had scored 2 goals. Grob he's the hero right now with 11 points last game week. We have interesting choices with Saliba and Odegaard. What do you have to say about Ratish incoming transfers हरुको बारेमा हैन अनि how many of them do you have in your team?
I think Haaland, Luis Diaz र Pascal Gross त नो सरप्राइजेस दिएर के लास्ट गेम विकको हेर्ने हो भयो हालान्ड र ग्रफ त झन् सिजन सुरुदेखि नै दे हेभ पर्फर्म वेल डियाज चाहिँ लास्ट गेम विक पुरा एक्सप्लोरै गर्यो तर आई थिङ्क आई एम बिट सरप्राइज अन ओडेगार्ड सालिबा पनि डिफेन्स भए पनि 2 एटेकिङ रिटर्न्स छ आर्सेनल दे हेभ बिन प्लेइङ वेल तर ओडेगार्डमा आई थिङ्क I'm a bit surprised. Odegaard भन्दा I think Martinelli would be a good value.
Okay.
Transfers out मा चाहिँ Zinchenko injured भएरै हो mostly. But then look at Salah.
So what do you have to say about the crowd who have become impatient? के लाग्छ तिमीलाई कि साच्चीकै पनि there have been so many talks about how before AFCON र after AFCON Salahको जुन फर्महरुमा अथवा प्लेइङ प्याटर्न्सहरुमा त्यो एकदम माइन्युटली फलो गरेर क्राउडहरुले निकाले हो कि सालालाई or is it an impatient crowd?
I think it's impatient. Historically हेर्ने हो भने त Salah have been top scoring player throughout the last few years. त्यसैले Salah the reason is premium. Once upon a time उसले त 30 goals per season पनि हानिसके प्लेयर हो. So I think it's impatient. Liverpool कै फिक्चर हेर्ने हो भने पनि that's not bad fixtures चाहिँ आउने फिक्चर्सहरु. That's truly impatient. 9 goals now obviously छैन त्यही पनि
I think it's more of a frustrated crowd and then after 9 goals by Liverpool Salah has no returns होइन I'm taking him out भनेर चाहिँ गाउँ क्राउड जस्तो लाग्छ होइन but it's still not a wise move. त्यसपछि
Definitely.
yeah, we have few of the other injured players. Cancelo is there as well, so maybe some players they need to learn from what Trent did after last week. Yeah, so there are some choices. Let's move on to the fixtures for coming game weeks. Midweek game week what is the major concern तिमीलाई in this fixtures is it going to be a rotation risk अथवा minutes risk अब हुन्छ नि अब expected minutesहरूको कुरा गर्छ होइन अहिले what do you have to say?
I don't think there is gonna be a huge rotation. अब अब हामीले रोटेसनको कुरा गर्दाखेरि मोस्टली अब बिग सिक्सकै हुन्छ अब बिग सिक्सको लागि पनि अब युसिएल अझै युरोपियन गेम्सहरू अझै स्टिल अलि बाँकी नै छ अब त्यही भएर पनि आई डोन्ट थिङ्क देयर इज कन बी अ ह्युज रोटेसन त्यसमाथि अब टेबलै हेर्ने हो भने पनि एकदम टाइटली कपल्ड छ लिभरपुलको अब स्टार्ट त्यस्तो राम्रो छैन त्यसैले रोटेसन त चान्सै छैन सिटीको पनि अब हेर्ने हो भने कन्सिड गरेर आएको छ सो आई डोन्ट थिङ्क दे विल टेक द्याट ह्युज रिस्क इन रोटेटिङ देयर प्लेयर्स त्यसमाथि अब सिटीको अहिले पहिला जस्तो स्क्वाड पनि छैन अब जिनचेनको ल्याउनलाई फुल ब्याकमा छैन जिजुस छैन त्यसैले आई डोन्ट थिङ्क देयर इज गोना बी ह्युज रोटेसन
ओके स्पेसली सिटीमा होइन अब सबैजनाको कन्सर्न चाहिँ अरू टिमहरूभन्दा पनि सिटीकै रोटेसनहरूमा धेरै भइरहेको हुन्छ बिकज दे ओन भेरी गुड प्लेयर्स सबैजनाको टिममा चाहिँ आफ्टर द्याट हालान्ड ह्याट्रिक होइन अब सो मेनी पिपल अलिकति त्यो कन्सर्न पनि छ अदर देन द्याट दे आर अब रन अफ फिक्चर्स कमिङ द क्रिस्टल प्यालेस विथ ब्रेन्टफोर्ड होइन अनि फुलम ब्राइटन छ ब्राइटन आर गुड टिम राइट नाउ होइन it's wise to own some Brighton players. Southampton, Chelsea and Leeds, Everton. We have some Arsenal playing at home against Aston Villa and Bournemouth, Wolves. Then Man City and Nottingham Forest. What do you have to say about Man City? Man City, they are team playing really well. What do you think about कस्तो हुने वाला छ Man City गेम त्यो गेममा
अब हेर्ने हो भने न्युकासलसँग पनि दे कन्सिडर्ड फर्स्ट बट दे केम ब्याक अब अस्ति क्रिस्टल प्यालेससँग हेर्दाखेरि पनि त्यस्तै अब आई थिङ्क वी सुड नट नेभर राइट म्यान सिटी अफ अब पेपको त्यही पेप रुलेटले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अलिक गाह्रो पर्ने बट देन म्यान सिटी इज एटलिस्ट वी निड टु ओन समन फ्रम डिफेन्स मोस्ट प्रोबब्ली क्यान्सल हालान्ड चाहिँ सुड ओन आई थिङ्क अब अस्ति देखिहाल्यो सेकेन्ड हाफमा हेर्छु अन्त हि क्यान एक्सप्लोर एनी टाइम अब मिडफिल्डर्स चाहिँ आई थिङ्क इट्स ए ट्रिकी अब गुन्डोगान अहिले अलि जस बक्समा गएर चान्सेसहरू पाइरहेको छ बट देन त्यही पेप रुलेट
स्पर्समा ह्यारी केन हि इज प्रुभिङ रियली गुड होइन Harry Kane हिजो पनि he scored 2 goals although he missed a penalty but West Ham लाई सजिलै हुन सक्छ what do you have to say Liverpool after that 9-0 demolition होइन Bournemouth side and next is Newcastle Salah he is still a good player होइन Luis Diaz and Firmino अब राम्रो भइरहेछ what do you think Liverpool home again
आई थिङ्क फर्स्ट 3 गेम विक्स चाहिँ अब त्यस्तो नराम्रै भएको थियो कि लिभरपुलको गेम अनि लास्ट गेम चाहिँ दे ह्याड सम पोइन्ट्स टु प्रुभ अनि त्यही भएर पनि मिनेट दे स्टार्टेड दे वर प्रेसिङ त्यस लास्ट 3 गेम विक्स र लास्ट गेम विक फोर्थ गेम विकको गेम प्ले नै एकदम टोटली डिफ्रेन्ट थियो आई थिङ्क दे विल बी गोइङ फुल अन एट्याकिङ अगेन्स्ट न्युकासल एज वेल तर न्युकासल इज नट बर्नमथ सो न्युकासल अलिक गाह्रो चाहिँ पर्न सक्छ बिकज न्युकासल हेभ बिन प्लेइङ वेल एज वेल सिटीलाई पनि गाह्रै पारेको थियो न्युकासलले सो इट्स नट गोइङ टु बी इजी फर लिभरपुल बट देन अगेन
Liverpool at home factor
या डेफिनेटली एन्फिल्ड
Right. So final game week मा चाहिँ गेम प्ले हाम्रो म्यान्चेस्टर युनाइटेड छ यो टिम होइन सो दे हेभ won 2 in a row what do you have to say about Leicester team they are struggling उनीहरू bottom of the league छ
अब लास्ट 2 गेम विक्स हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ आई थिङ्क अब अलि राम्रो चाहिँ खेलिरहेको छ बट स्टिल एफपिएल वाइज चाहिँ आई वुड से वेट एन्ड वाच because
Okay.
defense it's not that sorted. Attack ma अब Bruno is too expensive of an FPL asset or mid-priced, underpriced heर्ने हो भने चाहिँ I don't think that's great of a value owning United assets.
Okay. Okay. With the which assets we would be owning, हामी अब हेर्नेवाला छौँ होइन, incoming slides होइन. All right, so yes, once again we are the FPLMN show. We're exclusively sponsored by Inira Diamonds, Mero Doctor, Hotel Kaushi, Park Safari, and Nitish Sweets. And we are into the show, and let's start with our player pick for this game week. होइन, game week 5 मा Manchester United assets like रदिसलाई भर्खर भनेको थियो होइन, put a little more light on these players. ब्रुनोले गोल हानेको थियो होइन, so it was a nice goal from Bruno after a long time.
Yeah, definitely. अब फिनिस पनि राम्रो थियो क्या एक्चुअली ब्रुनोको. अनि क्याप्टेन आर्मब्यान्ड डेदेखि चाहिँ अब मगवायर बेन्चमा छ, अलि ब्रुनोको गेम प्ले नै अलिक डिफ्रेन्ट देखेको छु क्या मैले, बिकज हि बिन गिभन द क्याप्टेन आर्मब्यान्ड. त्यहाँदेखि चाहिँ अलिकति त्यो जोसमा खेलिरहेछ कि ब्रुनो. But then I would not expect him to be Bruno of 2 seasons back.
Okay.
Still a wait and
I'll
watch.
come back to you with Bruno because Brunoको price point मा Sterlingले पनि he scored 2 goals होइन last game week. So the both them are 10 million bracket. अब there people are trying to transition out होइन, त्यो play structure पनि चेन्ज गर्न खोजिरहेको छ. So yeah, he could be a nice option there. अनि what do you have to say about the defense होइन Manchester United? They had a clean sheet. अनि they have Malaysia and अब Dalot छ होइन.
Defense पनि I think it's going to wait on us. तर if you want to go to differential, Malaysia and Dalot, they are a good option actually. 4.5 million मात्रै हो. Not many own them. अनि Dalotले last game assist plus clean sheet were I think 11 points. He returned 11 points. So they might be a good differential.
Exactly. So facing Leicester this game week, yeah, it's going to be a nice players pick from Manchester United. Let's go on to another player pick, and then we move on to the next team. And next team is Manchester City. Talking about City players, FPL hero यसपालिको Erling Haaland, उसको first Premier League hat trick थियो, अनि second half hat trick. How did you feel about Haaland and overall Man City को gameplay?
I think अब सिटीको गेम प्ले इज अब लास्ट सिजनको र अहिलेको अलिकति डिफ्रेन्स चाहिँ देखेको छु मैले. आई थिङ्क हाल्यान्ड इज अ टार्गेट म्यान फर स्योर. अनि हि इज गोइङ टु एक्सप्लोर दिस सिजन. अब फर्स्ट सिजन भन्दैमा अब प्रि सिजनमा पनि अलिकति त्यस्तो खेलेको देखिनँ कि मैले, तर सिजन स्टार्ट गर्ने बित्तिकै अस्ति ब्रेस गऱ्यो, फेरि लास्ट गेमको ह्याट्रिक गऱ्यो. देयर इज मोर टु कम फ्रम हाल्यान्ड आई थिङ्क. अब अन्टिल पेप डिसाइड्स टु Pep roulette some games.
There's still a concern, but informed players are Erling Haaland, and Manchester City, they are playing against Nottingham Forest, उनीहरूको team सँग छ, अनि it's definitely a captain's choice पनि हुनसक्छ Haaland होइन. What about अरू अब Man City को अरू प्लेयर्सहरू, we have De Bruyne अनि Gundogan पनि featured, अनि त्यसपछि they had an assist होइन. अनि Cancelo, a lot of players are trying to get rid of Cancelo. त्यस्तो पनि crowd छ होइन.
That's surprising. Cancelo, transferring out Cancelo is stupid actually. They are playing at home with Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest they are playing good, but then Cancelo, there's always a chance, not just clean sheet, but attacking returns as well. Cancelo can obviously easily cross 10 points in a game week. So Cancelo, I don't think is a wise move to transfer Cancelo. De Bruyne, I think.
Canceloको लागि चाहिँ that's very reinforcing to all of our players to hold होइन. Cancelo, De Bruyne, you saying De Bruyne को बारेमा?
De Bruyne चाहिँ अब he's sort of अब differential premium भनौँ न. अब not many own De Bruyne because अब धेरैको साला हाल्यान्ड अब त्यही कम्बिनेसन केन कम्बिनेसन हुन्छ. So De Bruyne, he's a good asset to own definitely. Okay, but then the choice and अलिक डिफिकल्ट छ कि कुन चाहिँ प्रिमियम एसेट्सहरू ओन गर्ने भनेर.
Okay, तिमीलाई क्विक क्वेसन होइन, अब साला टु De Bruyne स्विच गर्न चाहनेहरूलाई what do you have to say? Should they do that or hold bring in De Bruyne or hold Salah?
I'd say hold Salah
All right, all right. Yeah,
because City-ma target man is Haaland. De Bruyne, De Bruyne might not score a hat trick or might not have a huge haul, but then Salah, there's always an potential to haul big from Salah. So I'd say hold that
all
transfer
right.
after now.
त्यही त I mean मेरो पनि अहिलेको लागि मेन पिक would be Haaland right now if from Manchester City side. That's what I have. अब De Bruyne is a nice one, but yeah, we'll check out the new slides होइन अरू स्लाइड्सहरूमा हेरौँ what other player choices we have this game week. We saw Forest play against Spurs होइन अनि there are few standout players. Dean Hendersonको penalty save.
Yeah, Dean Henderson actually he's been playing really well. दुईटा पेनल्टी सेभ गरिसक्यो डिन हेन्डरसनको अब त्यस्तो धेरै क्लिन सिट पोइन्ट्स नआए पनि सेभ पोइन्ट्सहरूले जो मजाले कभर गर्छ इज रियली गुड किपर अब हलान्डको पनि 1-on-1 सेभ गरे त्यो सर्ट्स एकदम खतरा सर्ट स्टपरहरू क्या अब आई थिङ्क त्यो सेभ पोइन्ट्सले गर्दा अब क्लिन सिट पनि आयो भने त बोनस पनि आउने अझै चान्सेस हुन्छ आई थिङ्क सो
Exactly.
एज टु वान
Exactly. So I have been wondering, हुन्छ नि त्यो प्लेयर जो गोलकिपरबाट जस्ट लाइक हेन्डरसन लाइक सान्चेज होइन हि इज प्लेइङ एट द ब्याक होइन अनि हि इज कलेक्टिङ दोज प्रिसियस बोनस पोइन्ट्स होइन जुन चाहिँ डिफरेन्स क्रिएट गर्नेवाला छ वर्ल्ड ऱ्याङ्किङमा अहिलेको करेन्ट सिचुएसनमा 1-2 पोइन्टमा नै त्यहाँ धेरै चेन्जेस छ सो या इज अ रियली नाइस पिक होइन अनि अब नेको विलियम्स वी ह्याभ 4 million एसेट होइन इज प्लेइङ गुड एनी अदर प्लेयर्स बिसाइड्स देम तिमीलाई कुनै साउट आउट अथवा त्यस्तो देखेको प्लेयर फ्रम फरेस्ट साइड
फरेस्ट साइडमा आई थिङ्क अब लिङ्गार्ड चाहिँ हाइप चाहिँ थियो तर आई डोन्ट थिङ्क अब त्यस्तो हाइप अनुसारले खेल्न सकिरहेको छैन फरेस्टमा आई थिङ्क मोर्गन गिब्स वाइट हि इज बिन रियली इन्भल्भ इन द गेम प्ले फरेस्टकोमा चाहिँ जस उसले चान्सेस क्रिएट गरेर हुन्थ्यो जस एकदम इन्भल्भ भइरहेको छ एन्ड देन देस डेनिस एज वेल अब लास्ट गेम विकमा एज अ सब आएको थियो तर हि वाज extremely energetic and really involved in the game. So I think Danish should be the wait and watch.
All right, so we are recommending some watch list to you as well, and Warren Gibbs White, he could be involved, by FPL points. All right, let's move on to next team we have is Liverpool. Liverpool coach recent game week performance, one of the best, of a 9-0 win at home. And Bournemouth side lights up, they're in tatters. So, what do you have to say about rise of Diaz, and then finally Robertson and TA returning holds? Salah blank was a disappointment.
Definitely, Salah blank was a disappointment. तर I think Salahको इफेक्टिभ ओनरसिप नै यति धेरै आयो हुन्छ कि वी सुड नट बी हुन्छ नि अब त्यस्तो रिटर्न नगरे पनि त्यस्तो अब अलि फ्रस्ट्रेसन त हुन्छ तर ट्रान्सफर आउट गरिहाल्नु पर्ने जरुरी चाहिँ छैन डेफिनेटली स्टिल ए किपर अब अस्ति हामीले कति अब हालान्डले रिटर्न नगर्दा कतिले ट्रान्सफर आउट गर्यो अब जिजुसले गेम वानमा रिटर्न नगर्दा कतिले ट्रान्सफर आउट गर्यो वी निड टु बी पेसेन्ट हुन्छ नि जुन यो प्रिमियम प्लेयर्सहरू छ बट देन साला अब लास्ट फ्यु सिजन्सदेखि त highest scoring player. So we need to definitely trust Salah and keep him at least for a few game weeks.
And same with Robertson and TA. Liverpool gameplay, they have always been attacking, they are there. And what do you have to add about Liverpool defense, man? They're still a good
Liverpool definitely. About TA and Robertson clean sheet na happen, there's always an option of attacking return. Yeah, that's what they are premium defenders. त्यसैले you definitely should own TA and Robertson, if not at least one of them.
Exactly. They are playing Newcastle side, but Liverpool they were very ferocious last game week, man, and they really attacked Bournemouth, and it could be a similar performance from Liverpool side. Let's check out some other teams next. Let's talk about Chelsea. So yeah, Chelsea team match they are slowly setting up as a team होइन अनि अस्तिको गेममा अल्दो अब रेड कार्ड चेल्सी म्यानेज टु कम अन टप सो स्टर्लिङ वाज द हिरो होइन सो what do you have to say?
I think Sterling is a bit hit and miss.
Mm-hmm.
So if he scores a goal, he has the potential to score brace or a hat trick. तर दिन
Mm-hmm.
नचले बेला पुरा सिटरै मिस गरिदिन्छ ओपन नेटमा नि मिस गरिदिने प्लेयर हो स्टर्लिङ
त्यही त
आई थिङ्क द प्राइस इज रियली इम्पोर्टेन्ट 10 million ब्राकेट छ सो डेफिनेटली आई से वेट एन्ड वाच फर नाउ स्टर्लिङ
त्यही त I mean
अहिले
that's
ओन गरिहाल्नु पर्ने जरुरी चाहिँ देखिन्न
exactly that exact 10 million bracket territory is something somebody doesn't want to push right now हुन्छ नि त्यहाँ गएर
डेफिनेटली
फेरि हुन्छ नि it could be a trap होइन so
डेफिनेटली
people might end up there are not much option as well होइन and what about James and Cucurella उनीहरूको हुन्छ नि चेल्सीको they both have been very popular of late होइन especially Cucurella James धेरैको टिममा पहिल्यै थियो and they have been returning होइन
आई थिङ्क जेम्स इज अ मस्ट नोन एसेट फ्रम चेल्सी अब अहिले त आरसिबी खेलिरहेछ बट देन फोफाना ल्याइसकेछ चेल्सीले सो वान्स फोफाना स्टार्ट्स प्लेइङ इन सेन्टर ब्याक जेम्स सुड प्ले इन द विङ अनि जेम्स विङमा खेल्ने भनेको त चेल्सीको लागि चिटपुट जस्तै हो एभ्री टाइम हि प्लेज इन द विङ्स एभ्री टाइम जस्तै रिटर्न गरेर आउँछ अब अस्तिको गेममा पनि एउटा पोलमा हान्यो विङमा खेल्ने बित्तिकै असिस्ट पनि गर्यो सो we need to own James. कुकुरालाई चाहिँ I think is a cheap way to go in, get into the Chelsea defense. Who is equally attacking wing back?
Exactly. So he's also on set pieces, you know,
So
and he can actually be some good attacking returns in coming game weeks. People have been disappointed about Mount, also his compatriot, you know, Saka. 8 million bracket, but they have not been really good. So, what do you have to say to Mount owners? Should they keep them or do you have
I
के लाग्छ
think
तिमीलाई
माउन्टलाई चाहिँ सेल गर्नु बेटर हो द रिजन इज अब रिटर्न गरेन फ्रस्ट्रेसन हुन्छ अर्को रिजन चाहिँ हि वाज सब्स्टिट्युटेड हाफ टाइम लास्ट गेमको कुरा गर्ने हो एन्ड द्याट्स
Okay.
डेफिनेटली अ रेड फ्ल्याग 8 million पे गरेर माउन्टलाई राख्नुभन्दा देयर इज बेटर भ्याल्यु समवेयर एल्स सो आई थिङ्क माउन्टलाई चाहिँ ट्रान्सफर आउट गर्दाखेरि नै द्याट इट्स अ बेटर फर नाउ
Okay. Let's check some other teams, you know. So let's talk about Arsenal team. You know, they are flying right now. They are top of the table. I mean, really good comeback against Fulham side. So keep on saying Jesus is he's totally owned, you know, almost 80% ownership. So
त्यही
what do
त
you say about Arsenal assets in general? You know, like they have been so attractive.
डेफिनेटली आर्सनल एट्र्याक्टिभ हुनु रिजन पनि प्राइस ट्याग हो कि अब
Mhm.
मार्टिनेलीको हेर्ने हो 6 million ब्राकेट्समा आई थिङ्क इज द बेस्ट एसेट्स मिडफिल्डरहरूको प्राइस ब्राकेटमा अब जिजस हेर्ने हो
Mhm.
कि हि इज द बेस्ट एसेट टु ओन इन हिज प्राइस ट्याग सो प्राइस ट्यागले गर्दाखेरि पनि एफपिएल वाइज हेर्ने हो कि आर्सनल टिमको चाहिँ एकदम आई थिङ्क एकदम एट्र्याक्टिभ छ एसेट्सहरू सालिबा
All
हि
right.
इज जस्ट 4.6 आई थिङ्क नाउ 4.6 or 7 भएछ अहिले
So दुईटा गेममा he has a goal involvement होइन so
त्यही त
Saliba is proving हुन्छ नि a mockery for 4.5 अहिलेको सिचुएसनमा
त्यही
अब
त
Martinelli पनि he has been very popular Sanal Karmacharya he asks होइन is it wise to have triple up on Arsenal so I think
या
के भन्छ तिमी is it wise or is it essential भन्छु म चाहिँ होइन so what do you have to say
I think I would not say essential, but then it's definitely wise. Of Jesus or Martinelli, I think they are essential. But then defense thing, I think I'd say it would be wise to have one of the defense. Of Zinchenko is injured currently, but then
Mhm.
Either Zinchenko, Gabriel, or Saliba. I think
Okay.
they would be a good asset to own.
Exactly. So अब क्विक राइज अब देखिएको छ होइन आर्सनल क्याप्टन इज ओडेगार्ड होइन हि स्कोर्ड 3 goals इन लास्ट म्याचेस सो हि इज गिभिङ द्याट हुन्छ नि उसले पनि आफ्नो हुन्छ नि प्लेयर्सहरूलाई मलाई पिक गर भने जस्तो खेल देखाइरहेको छ होइन
So, तर आई
सो
थिङ्क अब ओडेगार्ड भन्दा चाहिँ मेबी आर्सनलकोमा मार्टिनेली बेटर होला आई
ओके
थिङ्क एज पर द गेम प्ले But then
exactly.
Odegaard could
He's
be a
very
good
attacking.
differential, as you said, over last two games, tinta goal hanisakyo.
Hmm. So yeah, overall, it's really wise and it's good if you care considering, I know, Tinta players from Arsenal. Yeah, but they are at the top of the league once again, Pandialam, and coming back, easy fixtures are भइ नै रहेको छैन, but the way they have been playing, I think they are there to stay a few more game weeks. Let's move on
Yeah,
to another slide and see about their rivals Spurs. So Spurs, Kane, Son, we have, and Kulusevski, an interesting, choice from the back. Perisic, what? How many of them do you have in your team, Ratish?
I have none actually. I
Really?
had
Okay.
Kane. I had Kane, but then transferred it down with
Hmm.
Game for unfortunately.
Okay. Either. I mean, looking at Spurs game, Kane, he has been playing really, really good. And Perisic
Yeah,
also, he has been fighting at times. And points ko lagi, I think Son is a bit of a हुन्छ नि,
yeah,
he's
disappointment, extremely
disappointed right
disappointment
now.
there.
He's very slow, for now into his FPL points this season at least. So Spurs ko lagi चाहिँ, what do you have to say? Spurs team, they would be playing against West Ham.
That's a away game on a London derby. That's always a tricky fixture for Spurs. अनि
Mhm.
त्यसमाथि अब केनको ब्राकेटमा हालान्ड छ अनि विच इज अ टफ डिसिजन टु मेक सो त्यसले गर्दाखेरि पनि केन ओन गर्नु अलिकति गाह्रो परिरहेको छ क्या धेरैलाई अब
Mhm.
सन हेज बिन अ डिसपोइन्टमेन्ट दिस सिजन लास्ट सिजनको गोल्डन बुट विनर अहिलेसम्म गोल हानेको छैन सो हि हेज
Mhm.
बिन अ डिसपोइन्टमेन्ट तर आई थिङ्क स्पर्सको चाहिँ पेरिसिच इज अ भेरी गुड एसेट टु ओन नट जस्ट इन टर्म्स अफ क्लिन सिट क्यापेबिलिटी बट देन एटेकिङ रिटर्न एज वेल अब लास्ट गेम पनि केनले पेनाल्टी मिस नगरेकै असिस्ट आउँथ्यो असिस्ट प्लस
Exactly.
प्लस क्लिन सिट अगाडि गेम
Oh,
थ्रीमा पनि असिस्ट प्लस क्लिन सिट आएको थियो सो फोरमा नै आउने चान्सेस थियो सो आई थिङ्क पेरिसिच आई थिङ्क हि इज अ भेरी गुड एसेट टु ओन नाउ
त्यही त. I mean, I have Perisic in my team, but I don't
मलाई
have
नि
anyone.
ल्याउन मन छ तर ल्याउनै सकेको छैन
But right now, I'm really excited. So at least he is somebody who I can look upon. He got clean sheet last game with mine. Kulusevski had an assist, but yeah, Kienko, he scored, and Tepachi also, I think he surpassed another legend at number 4. So apparently, there's not much catch up between him and Rooney, I guess. Hopefully this season. Okay, let's move on to next slide and see which team we have here. They're the high flying seagulls. Brighton team छ होइन अनि Welbeck is there अनि Pascal Gross हुन्छ नि he's a very lovely asset छ अहिले अनि त्यसरी we have a new player Estupinian and Sanchez. So Brighton team अलिकति they are a good team, right? Good start.
डेफिनेटली एकदम सरप्राइजिङ स्टार्ट हो एक्चुली ब्राइटनको 3 clean sheets in 4 games एकदम आई
Lovely.
थिङ्क दे हेभ बिन प्लेइङ रियली गुड डिफेन्सिभली एटलिस्ट सो एटलिस्ट डिफेन्सको चाहिँ एटलिस्ट सान्चेस अर अदर कोही डिफेन्डर चाहिँ आई थिङ्क भएको राम्रो जम्मा 4.5
Exactly.
मिलियनको अराउन्डमा आउँछ सो आई थिङ्क दे सुड
And
दे आर
also,
गुड एसेट टु
exactly, another player I'm really interested in bringing in my team is Sanchez. He has been collecting bonus points as well. And this clean sheet I said last 2 game weeks met clean sheet with bonus points. How attractive is Sanchez?
मेरो टिममा छ एक्चुली सान्चेज
Oh, lovely.
so I've been getting clean sheet and bonus points from him. So I think अब नट जस्ट अब अघि भने जस्तै हामीले गोलकिपर हेर्दाखेरि प्रिमियम एसेट्सहरूको यो सर्ट स्टपिङहरू हुँदैन त्यसैले सेभ पोइन्ट्सहरू आउँदैन कि जस्तै अब सान्चेज राया यिनीहरूको हेऱ्यो भने चाहिँ सर्ट स्टपिङहरू हेऱ्यो भने बोनस पोइन्ट नै आउने चान्सेस हुन्छ क्लिन सिट गर्ने बित्तिकै
Mhm.
सो आई
Mhm.
थिङ्क अब यो मिड गोलकिपरमा चाहिँ 4.5 मिलियन सान्चेज राया अर हेन्डरसन आई थिङ्क दे आर गुड एसेट टु ओन अब ब्राइटनको हेर्ने भयो त क्लिन सिट नै आइरहेको छ सो
Mhm.
डेफिनेटली अ भेरी गुड एसेट फ्रम ब्राइटन
एक्ज्याक्टली मलाई तिमीले भन्यो नि जुन त्यो बिहाइन्ड द पिक्चर हुन्छ नि अब एक्ज्याक्टली त्यो 8 पोइन्ट्सको ब्रेकडाउन होइन इन्टु दोज हुन्छ नि सर्ट स्टपिङ अनि क्लिन सिट होइन अनि बोनस पोइन्ट्स डेफिनेटली त्यो त्यसमा धेरै फ्याक्टर्सहरू छ होइन एन्ड अल्सो लाइक सेभ्स आई मिन मैले आज मैले कहाँ देखाएको थिएँ होइन द्याट वाज द गोलकिपर फ्रम आई थिङ्क मनसन ग्ल्याड ब्याक नो या उसको किपरले हि मेड 21 सेभ्स त्यो 21 सेभ्स
त्यो
हान्दाखेरिको
त्यो
अब
यान
जस्ट काउन्ट
समरै हो क्या
एक्ज्याक्टली हो द
यान
गोल
समर
किपरले उसको सेभ काउन्ट त्यत्रो हारिन्छ क्या अब ड्याम अनि
त्यो बायन्डसँग
कन्सिडर है त्यही त
एक्लैले
एक्ज्याक्ट
ड्र गराइदियो त्यो त
आई नो आई विस हुन्छ नि त्यो प्लेयर मेरो टिममा हुन्छ नेक्स्ट गेम विकमा मेरो किपरले
21
गरोस् है
सेभ्स अब जस्ट
That'd be nice,
सेभ
bro.
पोइन्टै सेभेन सेभेन भइसक्यो
त्यही त more to consider about. Yes, Brighton team, they are high flying, and they were really attractive, good players there. Estepinian is something new player to me. He has been featuring and attacking me, but good choices from Brighton. Let's move on to another slide. We talk about the lead side. They were quite disappointing, and a lot of players have Rodrigo in the team. So, what do you have to say about Rodrigo?
I think Rodrigo has a very good start to the good attacking Leeds side team. Leedsको चाहिँ डिफेन्सिभली दे माइट नट बी द्याट गुड तर गोइङ फरवर्ड देयर आर रियली गुड टिम अब अहिले झन् अब हाम्रो ब्यामफोर्ड इन्जर्ड छ त्यसले गर्दाखेरि नि रोड्रिगो चाहिँ जस अब फरवर्ड खेलिरहेको भएर विथ हिज प्राइस ट्याग हि इज डेफिनेटली अ भेरी गुड एसेट टु ओन
त्यही त So, are you already into this Rodrigo train or not?
या अलरेडी
Okay.
आई अलरेडी ह्याभ
त्यही त रोड्रिगो अभी उसको प्लेयरको राइज पनि एकदम स्टिप छ होइन लास्ट गेमिङको मात्रै 1 मिलियन म्यानेजर गर्ने मेन तर
फिक्सर पनि हेर्ने हो भए हि हेज अ गुड फिक्सर्स के गेमिङ 5 देखि
yes I know Leeds are playing our Everton side होइन they're not too हुन्छ नि flying right now this is Brentford and Nottingham Forest so nice fixtures Rodrigo owners you should keep him होइन अनि त्यसपछि we expect him to continue that form अनि Aronson is another player he plays very attacking होइन अगाडि खेलिरहेको देखिरहेको हुन्छौँ होइन and he could also return some very good points yes that was Leeds side let's move on to another team to check and really excited okay next we'll be discussing about the captain's pick so yeah with all the discussions there so के लाग्छ तिमीलाई रतिश is the captain from one of them from the next game we go captain
या डेफिनेटली अब
who are you considering
if I could get the early team news I would go for Haaland but there's a risk of paper roulette so for now I'm opting for Salah
त्यो फ्याक्टरले क्याप्टेन नगर्ने टिमहरू धेरै हुन्छ होला यो गेम विकमा होइन
डेफिनेटली अब पेपले फेरि भनिसकेछ अब मिड विक गेम्स हुँदाखेरि हलान्ड वोन्ट बी फिचरिङ इन अल 3 गेम्स भनेको छ त्यसले गर्दाखेरि पनि देयर इज प्रोबेबिलिटी अफ पेप बेन्चिङ हलान्ड तर अस्ति लास्ट गेम ह्याट्रिक हानेको छ अब त्यो मोमेन्टम ब्रेक नगर्ला कि भन्ने एउटा आश हो
त्यही त हालान्ड त्यही त आउट हुन्छ नि मेबी प्रे फर दोज अर्ली हुन्छ नि टिम लिकिङ न्युज होइन त्यो भयो भने डेफिनेटली मेरो पनि नम्बर 1 चोइस इज हालान्ड दिस गेम विक होइन एन्ड अल्सो इफ नट अब साला केन एन्ड जिजस आर देयर होइन अनि साला इफ नट हालान्ड हु नेक्स्ट वुड बी अ भाइस क्याप्टेन
Salah for sure and Salah playing at home अब लास्ट गेम छ 9 गेममा 9 गोल हान्दा नि इन्भल्भमेन्ट थिएन सो आई थिङ्क हि इज रेडिङ टु एक्सप्लोड
त्यही त लभली yeah I think it's maybe very wise option Salah as well हुन्छ नि he can explore anytime with that Liverpool team होइन Kane पनि we've already discussed about Kane होइन उसको goal scoring form is very good what do you have to say about Jesus owners they are 80% owners होइन some already have those हुन्छ नि easy fingers to take him out हुन्छ नि after that 1 point return होइन के भन्छ
अब I think Jesus is a good asset to own, but not a good captain's choice. अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ I think अब अस्ति यस गेमिक 2 मा एकदम हलै गरे हो तर
त्यही त
यो गेमिङ 5मा हेर्ने भए चाहिँ आई थिङ्क हला एन्ड साला आर मच बेटर अप्सन देन जिजस
त्यही त आई थिङ्क मुकेश यु गट यो आन्सर होइन सालालाई क्याप्टेन राख्नु कतिको ठिक छ डेफिनेटली ठिक छ होइन वी डिस्कस्ड अबाउट इट अब हिज इम्पोर्टेन्स इन लिभरपुल टिम अनि त्यही त अब आई थिङ्क इट इज येट टु एक्सप्लोर के अब साला
त्यही
चाहिँ
त
होइन हि हेज बिन गेटिङ द्याट पोइन्ट्स हेयर एन्ड देयर हुन्छ नि अब कहिले काहीँ खुट्टामा ठोकेर गोल भइरहेको छ बट रियल हुन्छ नि त्यो दौडेर सब डिफेन्डरहरूलाई होइन त्यसरी खेल्ने त्यो प्राइम फर्मको साला चाहिँ वी हेभन सिन फर
त्यही त इट्स नट द्याट साला हेजन बिन इन्भल्भ लास्ट गेमिङ पनि अब जो चान्सेस पाएको थियो बट स्टिल हि मिस्ड तर
त्यही त
त्यही हो अब हि माइट एक्सप्लोर एनी टाइम
Exactly. Exactly. There is another question from Sujay. You know, best differential option for gaming five. If somebody is doing point chasing, you know, if about your high ownership players are back come कोई player बनाउँछु भन्ने भने captain's choice. Who comes to your mind for captain's choice?
क्याप्टेन्स चोइस I think if we have De Bruyne, he's definitely a good captain choice as a differential
Exactly.
because not many own him. Only City are playing at home against Forest, so I think he'd be the good choice.
मेरो I mean De Bruyne उसको अब he already has one or होइन game week 2 मा and so a lot of people benefited from that. अब it could be again that game week when he explodes होइन
Definitely.
Yeah, all right, so let's move on to our next slide where we'll be taking about. Okay, first we will say again, we are FPLMN show. We're exclusively partnered by Inira Diamonds. And then we have our Mero Dr. Little Kaushi, Pak Safari, and Nitish. And we are FPLMN show, episode 5. Let's continue. Let's move on to the FPLMN Wildcard Tour. So Wildcard Tour ko lagi चाहिँ this is your team for game week 5. So interesting choices are there होइन so you have हुन्छ नि अहिले अब जुन चाहिँ एउटा टेम्प्लेट फलो भइरहेको थियो जुन गेम विक अगाडिबाट you have still inclined to that with some changes to हुन्छ नि Zinchenko and Sanchez.
I think Zinchenko is wait and watch. अस्ति टिम न्युज हेर्दाखेरि he's not a serious he doesn't have a serious injury, but then early team news आएन भने चाहिँ maybe Zinchenko ठाउँमा Saliba or someone else from Arsenal defense or Gabriel. So I'm still opting for template for now for Game 5 because anyway City, Liverpool, they are playing at home and James he might haul anytime. Is Chelsea बाट अब clean sheet plus attacking return को every potential हुन्छ and अघि Sanchez को भने जस्तै bonus save points and if he gets a clean sheet against Fulham त्यो bonus points there's always an opportunity of bonus points owning Sanchez and I think Arnold र Cancelo त at home playing against small teams not just clean sheet they always have a chance of returning have an attacking return as well.
So मैले पनि एकदम बिग ब्याक गरिरहेको चाहिँ रोड्रिगोलाई छ यो गेम विक अगेन हैन अनि I'm really looking forward to him and also Martinelli हैन Martinelli को अस्ति गेम was also very good अनि there could be another haul from Martinelli हैन what do you have to say okay Taken asks हैन Sonलाई के गर्ने हो भनेर सोध्दैछ हैन so what do you have to say तिमीलाई if somebody still owns Son हैन हामीले यहाँ रेकमेन्डेसनमा चाहिँ हाम्रो we have Luis Diaz हैन के लाग्छ रविशलाई
I think अहिलेको हेर्ने हो भने चाहिँ Sonलाई ट्रान्सफर आउट गर्दा नै बेटर हुन्छ there's better assets somewhere else त्यो प्राइस ट्यागमा अब हालान्ड सला प्लस सन गर्यो भने टिम ब्यालेन्स नहुन सक्छ सो आई थिङ्क सनलाई अब 4 गेम्समा रिटर्न छैन प्लस हि हेज बिन सब्स्टिट्युटेड आउट इन 60th 70th मिनट फर रिचार्लिसन सो आई थिङ्क त्यो रिजनले गर्दाखेरि पनि आई थिङ्क इट्स वाइज टु ट्रान्सफर आउट सन
Uh-huh. Okay. I mean, we have other options there, you know, and if you are looking forward to the players, you can always refer to this team from the FPLMN Wild Card Tour, you know. Let's move on to another slide where we do some team checkup. It's from Mero Doctor, you know. This is a team where actually our viewers have sent us, you know, and if you need to make transfer for this game week or like Alexa, who could be something that you could have in this team in this and this players were like for like replacement or some changes, you know.
I'd want to have Cancelo in this team. Actually, is very similar to my team.
Okay.
So I think I want to have Cancelo for sure,
Mm-hmm.
and
Cancelo
maybe
is
Louis Diaz as well.
okay.
Louis
Those
Diaz,
are
Cancelo.
really really good players, you know, from a good team. And Cancelo certainly is for due, you know. Cancelo he has to return this big haul like Trent last game week. We hope, you know, this coming game week match it brings us some points. He wants it to me.
So I think yeah, there's always a chance to haul from a premium assets. So त्यसले गर्दाखेरि पनि we need to have some patience. अब एक गेम विक दुई गेम विकमा रिटर्न गरेन भन्दैमै त्यो आत्तिहाल्नु पर्ने देख्दिनँ क्या मेरो विचारमा. So I think we need to be patient.
Yes. Interestingly, he already has Haaland, you know, but he's team in form and Sanchez at the back. It's really good team, you know. Let's move on to another section. We have the FPLMN Open League Diamonds. We already said, you know, हाम्रो Open League पनि छ and he has been very competitive. And right now I can see, you know, Mr. I think Basanta Khanal, I've seen his name in many leagues, and many leagues. He has been topping there, and LM10 FC Chausko, and he's also a contender for this Player of the Month. Then we have other few people chasing 300 point score cross by Sayatsa. What do you have to say? You अहिलेको यो रेसमा to the players 300 points is a huge point, you know?
Definitely it's huge तर अब it's still early. जम्मा गेम चारवटा सकेको छ. It would be extremely difficult to maintain that pace. So अहिलेको लागि आई थिङ्क अहिले अर्ली चेज राम्रो पोइन्ट रिटर्न गर्नु चाहिँ मेबी दे हेभ रोड्रिगोज ब्रस इन द टिम.
Mm-hmm. So
सो
त्यही त
त्यो
to all our viewers होइन त्यो धेरै टेरिफाई हुनुपर्ने स्कोर चाहिँ होइन यो होइन इट्स स्टिल क्याचेबल and
डेफिनेटली
still be patient with the transfer decisions, you know. And yeah, we will catch them, all of them. But again, Basant Khanal, he is topping our Open League Diamonds, you know. So big shout out to him. And let's check another slide where we will be checking the FPLMN Team Championship. So हाम्रो FPLMN को close league मा we are running team championship होइन. It's a team game अनि Ratish also knows about team game होइन. He's the pioneer. अब उसको आफ्नो पनि COT league मा he has done it होइन, with the playing the World Cup format. So Merge Titans are winning there with 4 points होइन. In League 1 and League 2 मा चाहिँ Himalayan Knights with 4 points again. We are both from Team Dawn होइन. So के भन्छ वाट्स अ बिग स्ट्राटेजी द्याट यु निड हुन्छ नि इन्डिभिजुअल गेम खेल्नु र टिम खेल्नुमा चाहिँ वाट्स द डिफरेन्स. अनि यु बिन प्लेइङ फर सो लङ होइन. यसमा चाहिँ तिम्रो कुनै यस्तो हुन्छ नि टिप अथवा इन्साइट छ टु अल हुन्छ नि म्यानेजर्स आर प्लेइङ टिम गेम्स, यस्तोमा चाहिँ के भन्छ तिमीले?
आई थिङ्क अब जस्तै डनको कुरा हेर्ने वी आर चेजर्स. सो अब अहिले त इट्स स्टिल अर्ली होइन. वी क्यान डेफिनेटली कम ब्याक. अब एउटा गेम जित्यो भने विल बी इक्वल टु द मर्ज टाइटन्स.
एक्ज्याक्टली
सो
एक्ज्याक्टली
अब अलि पछि पछि जब भाइटल मोमेन्ट आउँछ त्यतिखेर चाहिँ एज अ टिम नै मेबी अब चिप खेलेर हुन्छ कि जब भाइटल अब जस्तै डुओ डाइ सिचुएसनमा अब डिफ्रेन्सियल क्याप्टेन गरेर हुन्छ कि. बट देन डिफ्रेन्सियल क्याप्टेन पनि नट जस्ट वान तर एटलिस्ट हुन्छ नि टिमको एटलिस्ट फ्यु अफ द मेम्बर्स अर्ली पोइन्ट्स चेजै गर्नुपर्ने छ भनेदेखि चाहिँ अब इफ नट आई थिङ्क अब इफ यु प्ले अन रेगुलरली एज जसरी खेलिन्छ त्यसरी नै खेलियो भने चाहिँ you'll be doing well in games.
त्यही त आई थिङ्क मलाई चाहिँ त्यो एउटा बिग डिफरेन्स भनेको चाहिँ there's extra layer of communication that you need to do.
Oh, definitely.
अनलाइक हुन्छ नि आफूले आफैसँग गरेर हुन्छ टिम न्युज हेरेर होइन आई
Oh,
मेक डिसिजन्स होइन whereas टिम गेममा चाहिँ there's another big thrill in there हुन्छ नि त्यो टिमको कम्बाइन्ड स्कोरहरूको त्यो मासमा हामीहरू विल बी ट्राभलिङ होइन अनि वी कम अप विथ दिज पोइन्ट्स अनि त्यही त सो वी
जस्ट
आर रियली
आफूले
एक्साइटेड
नदेखेको टिमको विकनेसेसहरू टिमबाट आउन सक्छ क्या इन्साइट्सहरू.
एक्ज्याक्टली यु टेन टु चेक हुन्छ नि अपोनेन्टको मैले त केसम्म गएको छु भन्दाखेरि होइन अपोनेन्टको टिमभित्र गएर होइन उसको ट्रान्सफर्सहरू हेर्नेदेखि लिएर आई गेट टु नो द्याट प्लेयर एज वेल हुन्छ नि उसको अब हुन्छ नि हिस्ट्री के छ यताउति के छ मोर इन्ट्रेस्टेड हुन्छ नि सो देयर इज नदर वे कनेक्ट टु एफपिएल के यो टिम च्याम्पियनसिपको थ्रुबाट चाहिँ
त्यही मैले सिओटीमा चाहिँ त्यस्तो गर्न थाल्छु क्या जब हुन्छ नि अब त्यो हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ अब कति ओन छ त अपोनेन्टको प्लेयर्सहरू कुन प्लेयर कति ओन छ हाम्रोमा कति ओन छ त्यो हेरेर
त्यो 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 निकालेर चाहिँ अनि चाहिँ भने यु क्यान प्ले होइन देयर इज अनदर डाइमेन्सन अफ हुन्छ नि प्लेइङ द्याट एफपिएल टिम होइन सो अगेन सो स्टिल अर्ली डेज होइन 4 points each and topping the league होइन Morris Titans and Himalayan Knights congratulations but we are हुन्छ नि catching you up right let's move on to another section where we'll check about all right so this actually is the closure of the show and for the official section we have completed the slides about and what do you have to say about this Ratish about final words about coming game week and some tips and something to our viewers.
आई थिङ्क अब इफ यु स्टिल समवेयर इन द रेन्ज अफ 1 million 1.5 million आत्ति सक्नुपर्ने जरुरी चाहिँ देख्दैन इट्स स्टिल अर्ली के अब जम्मा गेम 4 त भयो सो यु स्टिल निड टु बी पेसेन्ट विथ यर प्रिमियम प्लेयर्स लाइक सला he'll definitely explode as he has been in these previous seasons. So, I think the key from now on would be to have players who have been performing well, but would be a differential in your mini leagues or in your team. So I think the eye for a player somewhere similar, just players like Gross or Rodrigo. अब हामीले अर्ली गेम 2 तिर ल्याउन पाएको भए we would have rise in rank. So त्यस्तै प्लेयर चाहिँ I think it's important to have in coming game weeks.
Exactly. So your strategy could be to build the team value up until the first unlimited transfer, right? Is it or the wild card?
Actually, मेरो strategy चाहिँ त्यही हो अब एटलिस्ट मिडविक गेम विक नहुँदाखेरि चाहिँ I tend to chase the price and build up my team value so that I'll have a good players to choose from when I wildcard. So wildcard चाहिँ I think good time to wildcard is after game week 8. International break पनि हुन्छ. So until that, you should be patient with the team that you have. Maybe एउटा hit लिएर maybe you could bring in players, but impatient भएर अब टिए सला ट्रान्सफर आउट गर्नु चाहिँ जरुरी देख्दिनँ अहिले.
Exactly. I think yeah, those were really wise words for coming game week 5 and once again we are coming up live this mid game week and like Ratish said it's very important to build that team value. We have been posting about the price rises on our FPLMN Facebook page and do follow us and then we will upload this video again in YouTube and do like and subscribe the channel as well for more FPL contents and Ratish and me we would be parting and thank you so much Ratish. Before that we would be taking some comments here it's really excited to check out few of the comments. We have a comment from Subham Shrestha is Sterling worth to transfer in के लाग्छ Sterling to gameplay उसको हेर्दाखेरि and is he a really good fit in that Chelsea team?
I think Sterling has been a hit and miss. Last game he scored a brace but he also hit postमा नि हानेको थियो. So अघि भने जस्तै if he scores he has a potential to haul big, but then अहिलेको at least for now I would say wait and watch.
Same with me. I mean don't have starting right now, but he's a good player. But I'll still wait. Taken is asking, is Emiliano Martinez a good goalkeeper?
He is a good goalkeeper, but I don't think he's a good asset to own in terms of FPL. Save
Mhm,
points, you might get save points here and there. But new Aston Villa as a team, they're a mess actually. So Martinez, Banda, you will have a good value in Sanchez, Raya, Dean
mhm.
Henderson. So I think there's better value somewhere else. Martinez is a good goalkeeper, but they,
Okay. Talking about Martinez, I'm interested in another Martinez from your team, So, what do you have to say about his gameplay, and his influence अहिलेको Manchester United टिममा?
एक्सट्रिमली अब सुरुको अब फर्स्ट टु गेम्स हेर्दाखेरि मान्छेहरूले अब ट्रल पनि गरेको थियो हाइट पुग्दैन यताउता हिज नट फिट टु इपिएल यताउता कुरा थियो तर अब जब लिभरपुलदेखिको गेम भयो हि हेज बिन रियली इन्फ्लुएन्सियल अब हेरी मगवायर अभियसली बेन्चमा छ भरान एन्ड मार्टिनेजको त्यो डिफेन्सिभ पार्टनरसिप चाहिँ एकदमै आई थिङ्क जस ब्याकलाइन अलिकति जस वी आर sorted out I think for now. Obviously we need a good goalkeeper. He's a short stopper but still he's not at his level based पहिला जस्तो छैन. So
Okay, but they're
Martinez
improving, But they're improving. They are
FPL
strong.
wise Martinez is not a good asset but
Mhm.
in terms of as a Manchester United fan I think I'm really excited to have Martinez in my team.
Lovely. Sonal Karmachari question. Is it good strategy to invest in premium defense and premium forward?
Yeah, definitely. But then it would also depend on how your team would look like. About premium defense or premium forward own guard. Like if you need to remove Salah, I would not say that's a wise move.
Mhm.
So definitely premium forward भन्ने बित्तिकै हाम्रो either Haaland and Kane हो. So अहिलेको कन्टेक्स्टमा Haaland is a must own. डिफेन्स हेर्ने हो त TAA, Robertson, Cancelo, they might not just get a clean sheet, but attacking returns as well. So premium defense, I think TA,
Same. I mean,
यो
मलाई
रोबर्टसन क्यान्सेल मस्ट
big at the
फरवर्डमा
back.
चाहिँ अब हाल केन सला अब प्रिमियम जानु चाहिँ आई डोन्ट थिङ्क इट्स अ गुड स्ट्रेटेजी.
Premium. I think के भन्छ नि मैले सबै ट्र्याक गर्दै जाँदाखेरि दिस प्रिमियम थिङ स्टार्टेड भने त्यो 4.5बाट वार्ड गोलकिपर जब भयो त्यसपछि दे वाज अ पोसिबिलिटी एन्ड एभ्रीबडी वेन्ट द्याट राउट अनि त्यसपछि धेरैजना दे हेभ सफर्ड एज वेल बिकज अफ
Yeah,
देयर
I'm one of them actually. So I initially owned Kane, Haaland and Salah. तर त्यो प्रिमियम गर्ने बित्तिकै टिम ब्यालेन्स अलिकति मिल्दैन कि त्यसले गर्दा अब आई कुड नट ओन क्यान्सल हो अनि लास्ट गेम त्यही भएर आई ट्रान्सफर केन. सो अब टिम ब्यालेन्स हेर्ने भए चाहिँ आई थिङ्क प्रिमियम इज नट अ गुड स्ट्रेटेजी.
Exactly. So, but still, big at the back is still alive. I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely.
we will have to still wait, Johnny, to check the points. Yeah, Subham Shrestha. This is too early, but how many FPL points Haaland will give us this season?
I think
He'll
he'll easily cross 250 points
I think last time I
unless
saw, he already has
अब
41 points, from 4 games.
yes 41. So
So,
he'll easily cross 250 points unless he gets injured or Pep Roulette boy pani. I don't think he'll be getting that many bench. So I think he'll
Haaland,
easily cross 250.
actually, he is very scary, Plus, अब उसले पेनाल्टी पनि हानिरहेको थियो. अब
त्यही त
usually De Bruyne got हान्ने penalty, which was so sure, and he was very confident as well. So त्यो कुरा पनि छ. मलाई पनि I'm thinking towards हुन्छ नि हालान्डलाई होल सिजन नै राख्ने मेरो टिममा unless he gets injured,
त्यही
रोटेसन
त
अथवा प्लेइङ टाइम कम होस् जेसुकै हो he is
त्यही
not
त
going on.
रोटेसन त कहिले हुनसक्छ तर बट देन स्टिल त्यस्तो धेरै पनि हुन्छ जस्तो चाहिँ लाग्दैन.
Mhm, mhm. त्यही त I think he is a really good
सिजन
asset.
किपर हो डेफिनेट.
हो नि हो नि हो नि टकिङ अबाउट सिजन्स सो तिम्रो यहाँनिर एउटा इन्ट्रेस्टिङ स्टार्ट फेरि हाइलाइट भएको छ यु फिनिस 4K in 2017. What is the key difference to target 10K then and now? जुन अब अहिले यो 10K को हाइप छ होइन, हेज बिन फर फ्यु सिजन्स होइन. सो तिमीलाई के लाग्छ अबाउट दिस सिजन ऱ्याङ्किङ अनि ओभरअल
आई
ऱ्याङ्किङ?
थिङ्क अब पहिला 5-6 इयर्स बिफोर हेर्ने हो पहिलाको टप 10K र अहिलेको 100K चाहिँ आई थिङ्क द्याट वुड बी सिमिलर. अब पहिला अब यस्तो डेटा एनालिटिक्स स्ट्याटिटिक्स त्यस्तो इजिली अभाइलेबल थिएन. अब एफपिएल कम्युनिटी भनेर पनि त्यस्तो थिएन. बट देन अहिलेको हेर्ने हो भने त युल हेभ एभ्री इन्फर्मेसन सर्भ अन अ प्लेट. अब ट्विटरमा हेर्ने कि युट्युबमा हेर्ने कि अब यु हेभ अल द डेटा इजिली अभाइलेबल. सो आई थिङ्क द कि डिफ्रेन्स भनेको चाहिँ अब अहिले अब यति धेरै प्लेयर्सहरू छ अहिले 10 मिलियन पुगिसक्यो with so many information. अहिलेको पहिलाको 4K I think it was miss. तर if I could finish 40K I think that would be also a good finish अहिलेको कन्टेक्स्ट हेर्ने भए चाहिँ.
आई थिङ्क तिमीले जुन कुरा गर्यौ नि यो रिगार्डिङ द पिपल, अब number of people playing FPL has grown exponentially last 2 years में होइन. And it's already 10 million people playing. त्यसपछि चाहिँ the competition is very very tough. Yeah, and also तिमी भने जस्तै the introduction of FPL analytics होइन. And then सबै कुराहरू प्लस रिसोर्सेस फ्रम ट्विटर अनि त्यसपछि so many websites, so many FPL content creators in the हुन्छ नि YouTube, which is a free access, right? So त्यो भइसकेपछि पनि I mean the craze has gone much more. And it's going to grow as a more and something that we've been doing, we love doing, and it's a good sign.
Yeah, it's definitely a good sign.
Yes, I'm really excited about this. So yes, we'll go with another 5 minutes. If you have any questions, and if you have something to ask to Ratish about him and his gameplay or any of those, then you can do that, right? And okay, रतिशलाई क्वेसन छ होइन, सबिन श्रेष्ठले वाइ एफपिएलएमएन भनेर सोधेको छ. माइट भन्नु खोजेको मेबी वाइ आई जस्ट लिभ इट अप टु यु.
So I think with the FPLMN, so I don't think there's many or not कोही छैन जस्तो लाग्छ जस एउटा FPL सो नै होस्ट गर्ने नेपालमा. And then you guys have been providing a lot of stats as well Facebook पेजमा ग्रुपमा अनि प्लस ओपन लिग पनि छ. अनि you not just get to play FPL but then get to know a lot of different regular playing FPL playing managers. And plus you'll also be getting a lot of data, stats, analytics, and then definitely FPLMN so as well.
Thank you so much. अब FPLMN so yeah, अब looking back we have been doing this for last 2.5 years 3 years. This is our third year actually. अनि अब यो गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ easily हामीलाई we have been knowing so many lot of people. We have become approachable. हुन्छ नि सबैजनाले we get to know each other होइन. अनि त्यसरी लिग्समा खेलिरहेको देखिरहेको नामहरू, but how is it, he has a wealth of FPL experience होइन. उसलाई त it's he has been doing for such a long time. It's something that you love. अब त्यो भइसकेपछि there's a big connection के त्यहाँ पनि होइन.
Yeah, plus अब FPLMN सोमा you guys have so many अब sponsors पनि अब to have that many sponsors and in a genuine league, that's a good thing to boast.
Thank you so much. We have been growing, and it's all because of players and managers and the FPL community in our Nepal, especially Nepalese FPL community. We have been contributing, and then we have been growing together, and it's really good. So yeah, thank you so much. Ratish, there's one more question about player. Midma Zaha, Mohamed Salah, former Haaland, former Mitrovic. There's a dilemma in between whom to choose, what do you have to say?
Zaha is injured. Injured नभए पनि always Salah. अब फरवर्डमा चाहिँ फिर्मिनो छ भने चाहिँ Firmino, he definitely hauled big last game, but I think there's better asset to own in his price tag somewhere else.
Okay, Divas Tamangla, I would say definitely Mohamed Salah. Zaha is also, we're not sure he's going to play or not. So if you have Salah, then it should be Salah.
Definitely.
And on that, I think Anjali, we come to the end of our show. And it's exactly 1 hour. I have been looking at the clock as a show, to end on time. But it was really nice. Ratish and Basira, we have shared last 2 hours in other body, and we have been discussing about so many FPL stuff in Ramayana. And what do you have to say? Any last words?
I just thank you to Prashant, Sunil, and all
Yes.
everyone who is
Only he's in background. He has been editing a lot as a camera show. It's
who
not
is
just me.
part of FPLMN. So I think you guys have been playing a big role in boosting the FPL Nepalese community.
Exactly.
So
I
yeah,
mean,
just keep up the good work.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. I deserve a clap for this one. And Teta, it really feels good to connect with people. You guys have been pioneers. Okay? I know we have other players, other teams that I play, and it really feels good because it's not just there's so much things involved around fantasy, and especially being an admin here and त्यो भन्ने कुराहरू कस्तो हुन्छ भने त्यो पोस्टहरूको कुराहरू हुन्छ प्लेयर्सहरूको त्यो ठिक छ छैन there's so many things to handle this. And thank you so much. It's really a pleasure to have you as here.
Yeah,
We'll connect again, in other time, and then we'll have loads of fun again, Ratish.
yeah. Thanks, Prashant. Thanks
Thank
for
you so
inviting me to this.
Thank you to all our viewers on Diversity. This is the end of the show.